called lots of stuff. Yeah, I've done a lot of deed. I've had it rough and tough. You know I've smoked a lot of weed. Mellow, don't you know? Well, I've learned a thing or two, like when and where I should go to, what I should or shouldn't do. I've been left alone, no company, but that's alright with me, 'cause I'm big and ugly. I'm big and ugly. I'd like to let it grow, you know I'm talking about my beard. I'll have you all know that I know sometimes it might look weird, but I got a friend upstairs whom I'll keep confiding in. I know he's there 'cause when I knock he always lets me in. Brings me peace with what it is and what is not for me. To accept what I see, they're looking back at me as big and ugly. Big and ugly. I could have been small and cute and play a flute like a dream, or sing like an angel, maybe play ukulele. But I got to work with my hands and keep dragging it along, banging on that old guitar. Sometimes I'll write a song. I lose a few friends, so it seems I got no enemies. 'Cause what you get is what you see, that's how it is with me, 'cause I'm big and ugly. I'm big and ugly. Big and ugly.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Big Uglies. It's Josh and Carl. Great time to take a sip. Great time.
I didn't know. Normally you do this longer, non-abbreviated.
The Big Uglies. That's what we are. Big and ugly, and it's Friday the 3rd.
That's us.
Yeah. What was our other alternate name for ourselves? Gulps and smacks. I can't remember.
All types of things down that creative process.
Smacks and gulps. Yeah, because you make a noise and I make a noise. Like I burp a lot, and then you go. Sound like eating pussy, Carl.
All the time.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah, you're like a dog with peanut butters on the roof of his mouth. By the way,
it's a lip smack.
Can we talk about this? I have the cure for hiccups. And earlier today, when we were on the phone,
don't think it didn't work.
You had the hiccups, and I walked you through what to do. And I could just hear by what the sound was on the phone. I was like, "You're doing too much. You're doing way too much."
Hold on, though. You're just sort of like overlooking that. You're like, so I have the cure for hiccups.
I have the cure for hiccups.
I mean,
it's a dramatic pause. I have the cure for hiccups. It's very simple. When you have the hiccups, all right, everybody at home, listen to this. When you have the hiccups, You just breathe out normally. You don't take a deep breath. You don't do whatever. You just breathe all your air out normally, right? Exhale. Then you just close your mouth and let your tongue rest on the roof of your mouth. Like that. Okay. And then what happens is when you get to the point where you have to inhale and take a breath, right before you do that, you swallow. So you like this. And then you inhale. And if you do that, you will cure your hiccups. I could just hear you on the phone earlier going, and I was like, you sound like you're gagging on a dick.
Right,
this is
you have to inhale through your mouth.
No, you don't inhale at all. You just swallow right before you take a breath. So you just
that's what I mean. But before you take a breath, that breath is through your mouth.
No, you can do it through your nose,
like
but gulp
mouth?
And then breathe. Doesn't matter, but just gulp and then breathe.
It wasn't working.
No, I could tell it wasn't working because I could hear you on the phone and you're going. Grr, grr, grr. I'm like, that's none of that.
What, this is, and you swear that you're a fat scientist.
Well, this is the thing that people don't understand is like, just because I am a fat man doesn't mean that I don't know science and anatomy and biology really, really, really well.
It does.
I just don't do.
Yeah, stuff. It actually does mean that.
No, it doesn't mean that. It just means like you can know. I can know about space and never go. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, you do admit though that kind of gives somebody, like the guy at the hat.
Yeah, the pre-diabetes guy.
It kind of gives him like a warrant to do that.
Yeah, who cares? I don't give a shit. I don't care if people
just in the sense that I mean, it's expected to see that's what you think. You think I don't know about the body, and you go, well, yeah. What am I supposed to think? Look at you. Like
you could. I can simultaneously both know a lot about physiology and anatomy and practical medicine and just ignore it.
Just like, I outright ignore your dog.
A lot of people know smoking is bad for them and they do it anyway, right? This is exactly what I'm talking about. So just because I'm a fat fuck and people go, that McDonald's is killing you, I go, as a matter of fact, I do know that and I don't care.
And here's actually what it's doing to me.
Yeah, don't give it. It's like, but science-wise, like, and this all stemmed from the fact that I was in pretty bad pain last night and this morning because I had a gallstone like lodged in my digestive tract. And I can explain to people very easily, like, depending on where the pain is, I know exactly where it is in the body and what it's trying to do. It's either trying to get pushed back out into the stomach or you have a little piece of one that's stuck between
I thought you were saying trying to get pussy. And I was like, dude, that's the gall of that guy. I was like, that guy, and it's funny. That's the force pulling against you is some internal ball stone that's made up of a crystallized calcium that's trying to get pussy.
Yeah, no. There's no. I can promise
not from my body.
I can promise you, from a medical perspective, there's not an ounce of cellular matter in my body, atomic energy, that is seeking pussy. Not a bit.
Yeah,
not a bit. By the way, I answered a question related to this on Twitter earlier this week a little too fast because. I weighed in on the Riley Gaines Simone Biles debate, and I was like, what did I say? I can pull it up on Twitter here for the people watching, but I basically said, Simone Biles was like, you're a man, basically, to Riley Gaines, and I was like, if that's a man, I'll suck his cock. I wouldn't fuck Simone Biles if she had 2 vaginas. And then somebody in the comments said, now the real question is Simone Biles or Hunter Schafer? And I said Hunter Schafer, and it ain't even close. And in that moment, I realized that I'm now more racist than I am straight.
That's the chick, the they them from Euphoria.
It's the you can look at it one of 2 ways. It's the well-breasted young man or the thick-cocked young lady. You can spin it however you want to spin it. But the one that everybody was up in arms about because they wanted to play
handsome fella with the tits.
Yeah, handsome titted fella Which also, you know, I don't want anybody to confuse her with me, so I should probably say the nicely cocked young lady.
It's crazy how that works. How does that work? Like, they do not exist. Hold on, like real shit. I'm not. And I have a bit about this, so I looked into research. But you also had a bit about this.
Into research.
I looked into a little of the research.
Fat science.
But they can't for a long period of time if they go without their medication, so to speak. Like they basically like come back like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde shit.
Yeah, they convert back naturally.
I don't know about if it's natural. It's definitely unnatural.
But can't you have like a Bob?
Maybe it's supernatural.
Yeah, can't you have like a Bob Bitch Tits from Fight Club situation where it overcorrects and then you end up with big old bitch tits? Because you were taking testosterone, you know.
Wasn't that a pharma thing that happened with him? He was like doing pharma testing.
No, he was doing in the movie. He was taking steroids, and then when he stopped taking steroids, his body cranked up the estrogen, and it gave him a big old fucking sloppy tits. His name was Robert Paulson. Okay,
his name was Robert Paulson.
His name was Robert Paulson. We just do this for an hour. But yeah, so you know, and listen again, Robert Paulson, great example of fat science. That's what happens when you join a Project Mayhem and you live in the slums. Is you get shot in the head because your bitch tits make you slow when you're trying to get to the getaway car.
You're definitely Robert Paulson in the whole
in the Fight Club,
in the Project Mayhem. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That's fine.
Because they were like, dude, Bob's not going to get away.
Yeah.
They can move when he has to.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Tyrone? Cool as I can.
Yeah, what is that from? Lock, Stock?
Snatch.
It's a Snatch, yeah. He can move when he has to.
Can't you, Tyrone? Of course I can.
Of course I can.
What are you doing, Tyrone?
Oh, yeah. So anyway, also, I saw Euphoria before all of the hubbub about there being a trans on it. So I remember watching like, who's this young? Hey, is that a cock? I was like, who's this young chick with the nice tits laying on her back? Ah! You just follow the down and then you just go, oh, that's a meaty.
I missed it at first and then I had to rewatch.
You missed it the first time?
I had to rewatch the first episode because they're like, I was like, trans actor. I was like, I thought it was just an ugly girl.
You're like, that's Zendaya. Don't be mean. Like,
I did. I was like, who are they talking about? I was like, what? They canned the fat girl from the show.
Yeah, that was great. That was a real win for America, I felt like.
What even happened? Was that like a thing?
Yeah, do you remember when because that show was like, I don't think they thought it was going to be the fucking smash. Yeah, I thought they thought it was going to be like kind of like the L Word or something where it was like culty and had its following, but I didn't think they thought it was going to be like a massive hit. Because look at the casting. They didn't go out and get any A-listers for that. That show made Zendaya an A-lister and Sydney Sweeney an A-lister. But if you remember,
the other kid, Jacob,
the actress with the longest resume when that thing started was Maude Apatow.
No, and it was the dad.
Well, yeah, the dad, yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying in terms of like the main kids, she had like the longest resume of any of the teens, and I don't think they thought that show was going to be massive, and then it was. And you know, there was like this controversy of like, should they have a trans? And then it was like a year later, the idea that you would consider him as anything other than a woman was preposterous and insulting and insane. And I was like, that's a guy. That's a guy with a lovely set of store-bought tits, but that's a guy. Still a guy.
Yeah, so like if they're in the woods and they don't have their medication and there's like a full moon. What happens?
Yeah. Well, and then the whole point of like him banging Zendaya in the show, I was like, so wait, so do you use, like, I don't think you're allowed to be a she/her if you use your dick. You're a man. You know what I mean? Like, if the dick gets hard and you use it on women, you're a guy. Stop trying to.
We know what they do.
First of all, you're a fucking liar. but
you know what HBO and like big productions do for that, right?
They bring somebody in to fluff the penis.
No, they use he CGI.
You had that one in the chamber, didn't you? You were like,
I loaded it up.
It took all your concentration to deploy that joke. You were like, he's CGI. You
loaded it up.
You pulled the knockback on the bow all the way before you released that one.
I loaded it up.
Oh my god. Yeah, so what the fuck are we talking about? Yeah,
CGI.
I would definitely watch a movie with he, she, GI before I would watch some minstrel show. I guess that's the moral of that story. But yes, I mean, is
that like a period show, a period piece?
yeah. But Simone,
a minstrel show.
Simone Biles not just black; she's just built rigid like a midget. You know what I mean? It's just it's a no for me, dog. It's just not good.
Yeah, she has like weird elven like qualities.
Yeah. Where and whereas like exactly where she's like, bah! You know what I mean? Like we have a friend.
It's not because she's black. It's not because she's black.
No,
it's not because she's black.
I mean, it's not because she's black. Some of it's black. Like being not black would help a myth. You know what I mean? Like even Lila.
None of it's not because she's black.
Even Lila's store of midgets doesn't have a black one. They're just like, there's only so much we can get away with. We can't have a black one too.
Hold on. It was funny. I saw they have like a van.
Oh yeah, where they all climbed into the van together.
But they have like a regular guy.
Yeah, who picks them up and puts. That's insane.
He's like the ringmaster.
Yeah.
The Barnum and Bailey's that is.
Imagine being a tour manager and having to pick up the talent and put them on their bunk bed.
Well, the fact that he's like counting them all like rocks, like his life. He's like New York City 1, New York City 2. He's like, wait, don't forget about me. He's like, yeah. He's like throwing it around like an Ace Ventura package.
Yeah.
They did that for the video. How they do it for the other ones? Get in the van, I said.
Yeah. Also, I gotta see if I can pull it up because it's
No, let's not do that. I don't
why?
know.
It's funny.
Just imagine Just imagine like that was for the video and he so did not look enthused. And it was just like, as soon as we're done filming this, I'm throwing you guys all in the fucking van and I'm hitting the brakes.
Also, I don't like this because if you go to the Micro Maidens Instagram, it says all dancers under 4'12". And that's not technically midgets, little people. I think you have to be below 4'10". So you're getting an extra couple of inches out of it. I don't agree with this at all.
Mm-hmm. You think they're finding a midget? Like
what is the cutoff height for little? Listen, I didn't say midget, but that is the very first search. It says midget, 4'10". I knew. So a 4'12" is not. If you got a 4'11" or a 4'12", that's a little person. That's not a midget. So don't you come at me with your bullshit. But this is what it is. I'll pull up the midge.
You found it?
Yeah, of course I found it. I have it on fucking. Why do I have to log in?
What's up?
Nope, don't make those noises. Don't make your trying to stop your hiccups noises, please. Nope, no one's doing that. No one's doing that to the midge. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. It just sent me a security code to my phone, which is also my camera.
Relax. JD on the screen. Welcome to intermission.
I'm trying. Okay, I got to log in because this is Instagram. Yes, yeah, save my info for the love of God. Show me the midgets. Okay, here we go. Bada bing. Midge.
Show me
midge
the
action.
midgets. Show me the midgets. He's like, look, get out of there. He doesn't seem that excited or enthused. It seems like he's mad he has to do this.
Oh, I would be mad. Look at him packing them in there.
Wait! Don't forget about me!
He's like, oh, fuck. Like they strap it to the roof.
That's not. Anyway. Oh shit! I didn't want to close that browser. I just wanted to turn this. Okay. Yes. The Willow reboot's out of control, is what I'm trying to say. Disney's got to stop.
All I know is, you think that guy handles all the packages with care?
I mean, you have to, right? Like, are they? Do you think that their bones break easily, or do you think that they're like? Because like a cat, you could pick a cat up and throw a cat all over the place, and it just goes, and it doesn't. Nothing breaks on a cat.
Probably depends on the type of midget, right?
Okay, so you're saying the big-headed achondroplasia dwarf. Do you think they're more durable than the proportionate ones, or less durable?
You're throwing a lot of big words at me. All right. I'm gonna take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth.
Achondroplasia dwarves are the ones with the big heads and the disproportionate arms and legs.
Midgets.
Yes.
All right. Midget. They're unbreakable.
The achondroplasia dwarfism. You're saying those are unbreakable. The kind you would toss.
Yeah. You
but
try and.
But the mini-me ones, those ones look delicate. Those ones look like. Those ones look like hermit crabs. Like if you set it down wrong, it's going to shatter.
They look like blue crabs.
There it is. First appearance of Negro Carl for the show.
They look like stone crabs.
Yeah, no, stone crabs are. You ever cut yourself on a stone crab shell, man? Them shit's as sharp as fuck.
I cut myself on king crab.
How do you do that on king crab? King crab's not that sharp. Stone crab is sharp as shit.
Alaskan king crab?
Yeah, with the pricks.
Yeah, with the giant.
Yeah, that's fine. The stone crabs ones are the real sharp, like ceramic.
Yeah. King crabs like that too. Or cut your hand up.
Yeah, so, what is that? Alaskan king crab. Yeah, it's got all the. It's the Alaskan king crab is like snow crab legs, but with herpes.
Yeah, that's the good shit.
That's what it looks. Well, I don't know if it's good shit, but it's fine.
That's way better.
And then you've got
so much meat. It's like big and meaty and
Dungeness crab.
Sexy type of little crab meat that gets on there. You put it on there with some butter.
See, I like type of stuff. I like Dungeness crab.
You like it Dungeness? That gets it crumbly. I don't really like it when it gets crumbly. I don't think your crab cakes. You can put the crab cakes in there. You put it in with some butter.
Yeah, Dungeness crab, I think, is like Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. And sometimes they're the ones that have like the one big claw. Imagine that. Imagine if you were somebody
with a lobster,
one big claw. No. What was he? A lobster? I don't know.
He's a crab. He's a crab.
I don't know. He might be a crawfish. What is?
He's a crab.
Sebastian.
He's a crab.
From The Little Mermaid. Well, he's a crab in the live action. No, it says he's a crab. Although he does, but his head's sticking out. That's weird.
What is he? What does he say to the?
He's like a circumcised crab. You know. I don't like that.
Tells the prince, "You got to kiss the girl." Like, come on. Like, all right, dude. I think the Jamaican guy is really trying to get me to make a move on the white girl.
Yeah. Also, didn't Daveed Diggs play him in the live action? So they were like, it's definitely got to be blacker than the first time.
I don't know who that is.
Super black actor. Well, actually, he's not. He's like mixed, but he was in Hamilton. So I think that makes you all the way black.
No, Hamilton is like the
upper middle class black
Ovaltine.
Oh man, that just made me really want chocolate milk. Fat science. You just mentioned.
You're not that much of a scientist when it comes to fatness, though, are you? Because, like, unless this is just like I know everything about the science, and I flat out reject the solutions.
No, it's not even rejecting; it's just ignoring it. It's just like, that's high in cholesterol and bad for you, and I go, yeah.
I don't even think cholesterol is bad for you.
No, a certain amount of it is good for you. Have you seen this shit that there was a doctor who'd had this like video go viral last week who said that cancer is actually the body protecting itself, and it's actually the attempts to remove cancer is what causes people to die from cancer and not the cancer itself?
Yeah, that the biopsy and the microscopic needle causes it to spread through the blood and all that shit.
Yeah, and that's actually what causes metastasis and death, whereas if you just let your tumor sit, you would live forever, according to this guy.
I mean, listen, I know that sounds crazy, but there's this guy on a not actually my street, but within my neighborhood I've grown up, and he used to walk around the block, and he would have like his cheeks full, his mouth full, and he was like he was swishing something. He would just be like, right, and we called him the Swisher. And then one day he started walking, and it's like it looked like you had like a gourd back there, something like a big tumor. And then he would just wear a shirt all the time. He stopped going shirtless out in the Florida sun, and he would wear and the shirt, it would be like sticking out and popping out. And my mom would just be like, drive by, she's like, I saw the Swisher driving with the fucking huge, like, I was like, it's a tumor. And she was like, how come we don't get it removed? I was like, he probably went to a doctor and was like, we can probably get this removed, but if we do, it'll spread everywhere instead.
Yeah.
And then but it's huge, dude. It got massive. Like over the years, it just got bigger and bigger.
Nice.
So maybe it'd be like your body's trying to get rid of this, but what if your body just keeps making a bigger tumor
or more tumors?
Yeah, then what?
And then you just look like a Clayface from Batman
or the Thing. Fantastic Four.
That'd be dope. I'd be fine with that.
You'd be tumor man. How do you listen to me? I'm tumor man. Man.
I wouldn't have a problem being all tuned up, all tuned out. You know what I mean? All Looney Tunes. I don't know what you call it, but I wouldn't have a problem with that. I mean, listen, if you fought the Hulk, he just turns you back regular. Yeah. From gamma radiation, just cures your cancer. Puts me into remission. That's his superpower. Half your body's cured and the other half isn't because it's like a different type of tumor. Yeah. So you just look like Toxic Avenger or Peter Dinklage normal. They're releasing that movie, by the way. Oh, finally? Yeah, we saw this. Yeah. We saw the Toxic Avenger remake with Peter Dinklage. Like, I'm not kidding. 4 years ago. What a piece of shit. It was. I'm not even saying that for like in the screening process. I mean, no, there were a couple moments in that movie where you and I laughed out loud, and we were the only people laughing out loud.
I think we were laughing for different reasons than the audience was.
It was not the scripted reasons, the prescribed reasons that something was supposed to be funny.
One of them was definitely racism.
Yeah, for sure.
But definitely the funniest thing about that whole fucking movie is like he has this like aversion to like using magic in any sort of way where he like becomes regular. It was like, if I'm gonna be huge, I'm gonna be a huge dwarf, right? If I'm gonna be here,
yeah.
And so, like the Talking Avenger, not to spoil it for anybody who's ever watching this, he doesn't even get big.
No,
he's literally just a midget toxic Avenger, and you're like, what the fuck? If someone, dude, like that's what makes it funny is like. If that thing rolled up on you, it was like, I'm kicking this thing in the face.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
The old Toxic Avenger, well, he was like swole. He could like break him mop sticks in half, and you were like kind of scared of him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a big old beast. And then, the Dinklage Toxic Avenger. I mean, you guys will see. There's a I wonder if they leave in their acknowledgement of the Proud Boys.
Who?
In the Toxic Avenger movie. Remember he has like a showdown with the Proud Boys in the fast food restaurant?
But they're called something else.
They're called something else. Yeah, they're called like the Uppity Gentleman or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like that other movie that had Kevin James in it or Sean William Scott where they were like the Noblemen. And it was like, okay, you know what you're. And by the way, they use like the same insignia, but it said NM instead of PB. It's like, come on, guys. And we know what
they wear polos.
Yes, exactly. It was exactly that. It was just like so stupid. So it's like just and that what's so funny to me is like that's now become like the domestic terrorist stand-in for all movies now, where they're just like, look, radical white supremacists. I'm like, yeah, you don't see them anywhere in the world. Like, show me like a fast food restaurant that was held up by a group of radical white supremacists story. Because you know what most crimes are carried out by in the United States? I hate to tell you.
Don't say it.
Ain't whites.
Ain't no mountain high. Ain't no valley low.
That would you're just gonna start singing songs from Sister Act 2 anytime we have to reference them.
Ain't no river wide enough. If you need them,
you don't really need a very wide river. You could probably get away with 2 foot by 2 foot splash.
No matter where they are, no matter how far, don't worry, baby.
Oh, that song's about trying to get away from them. There ain't no valley. Okay.
Ain't no mountain high.
Oh yeah, it's like God
ain't
damn.
No valley low.
They're climbing up right behind us. Oh. Unreal. And by the way, fat science is not the only science we know about, because you and I earlier were talking about our experience with IUDs, right? And I told you I had a buddy.
No, I have a MD
in IUDs.
In pussy, buddy, in your vagina.
Overall, just pussy overall. You have a doctorate.
I have medical degree, buddy.
Intrauterine devices, which so
I didn't know what a IUD was until one stabbed me.
Yeah, same. I don't think I was dick in. I think I got finger stabbed at first, but then I also stabbed.
Yeah, I had no idea what it was. I said it's. I had to stop. I said, ow. And she's like, what? I go, I felt something I never felt before.
I just picture you,
what?
Picture you like Forrest Gump when he gets shot. And he goes, felt like something bit me.
Something jumped up and bit me.
When they show
it feel like that. I was like, ah.
He gets shot down and he yells out and he goes, something bit me.
Yeah, I looked. And then Felt like something jumped up and bit me. Ow, something bit me.
Yes, that's you with an IUD.
That's exactly what it went. It was like, and then I felt something I never felt before. Ow, something I had never felt before.
Oh, so stupid.
And she was like, what? And I was like, your pussy got teeth? Because
that's a movie. That's a scary movie, by the way.
Because that was a horror film. That was. She's like, nah, I don't know. And then,
by the way, how many black guys? How many black guys watched that movie and was like, "Shit, bitch! I wish you would try to bite a nigga dick. I'll break your jaw off in that pussy."
You call a motherfucker Colgate because I'm up in that bitch.
Yeah. You gonna bite it?
I bet I get my nut for that bitch trying to bite it.
You gonna try to bite it with your pussy? All right.
What's up?
Yeah, bitch tried to bite it with
I'm gonna play double dutch in the bitch's mouth. I'm gonna play double dutch in the bitch's mouth. She gonna try and just chomp it. She gonna try and bite. She gonna bite it like that. The motherfucker gonna be jump roping that bitch, dick in the mouth like that. Just touch it like that, just like that. And the motherfucker, I bet I still bust. I bet I still bust it. I bet I still bust in the mouth. Puss ass hole.
How many black guys' days are defined by I bet I still come? I bet I still come in that.
I bet I still nut in that bed.
Yeah.
Fuck wrong now.
Hey, Jerome, you know your performance evaluation is today? I bet I
still nut.
I bet I nut in that motherfucker.
Bet. Come on, man. Come on, man. You're not gonna let me get some head for this shit?
It's like, sir, this is Sears and Robux. You can't expect me to just blow a guy in the middle of his performance evaluation.
Yeah, I said, suck my dick. Hey, this is not going to end up being with you. Certainly, you can't expect me to whip out your tongue and start hitting these elder ladies with it over here. Certainly, that's not what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be funny if they did do that. Speaking of guys who just pull their dicks out randomly nowhere, see Antonio Brown's wanted for murder?
Attempted murder.
That's true. Attempted murder. Although if you watch,
nobody died, so it's not.
If
murder.
you watch the video, it's pretty.
Now this is the one that everybody said he didn't do nothing, and that when he got let go, they said, "You crackers need to apologize for always thinking that black people need to go to jail."
Mm-hmm.
After that happened, this is the same incident, or is this another incident?
I think this is that incident. Yes, I
know he wild, but I'm glad he got out of that situation. It was self-defense. You look at the video, and he's like chasing after a guy with a gun. You're just like, nothing about this is self-defense.
And then you watch the video, and yes, to your point, nothing about this is self-defense. Here we go. Antonio, big pants and the dreads.
Get the hell up out of here! Yo! Not over here! No!
She's laughing.
I just got smushed! Someone clip that, please! No!
All right, that's not the video I thought it was. That's an even more ridiculous video. Also,
they have no concept of like is anything serious.
Yeah, she's like, I just got smushed. Well, wait till you see what's about to happen, you dumb bitch. Yeah, this is the longer one, I think.
A warrant was signed by a judge on Wednesday. It lists a charge of attempted murder with a firearm and calls for Brown to post a $10,000 bond and remain under house arrest pending trial. Officers responded to a report of gunshots being fired outside the venue May 16th. When they arrived, an off-duty officer working security said that he left the venue after being told of the sound of gunfire. He said he saw...
Yeah, all these people... Yeah, and then that's him being arrested. Because you don't see it
Brown was a warrant this morning for attempted murder.
This feels like the news lying, by the way, because notice that they showed every bit of footage except him running after the guy. Yeah, here's him chasing after with the gun in his left hand. Yeah, this is a better video.
Because this runs towards the camera.
Yeah. You can see the guy leaving. Walking.
That's him?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Where's that?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Yo, what the?
Yeah, so clear as day. I'll play it back for people. Clear as day, you can see him with the gun in his hand, run after the guy, and then you just hear gunshots. Let me scrub forward. It's pretty much right here.
Everybody's standing around the post and hate these people.
Yo, take me outside. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Yo, what the?
Yeah, also, yeah, you said, I hate these people. Yeah, because their reaction to somebody being murdered over nonsense is just, oh, shit.
Well, they don't know if they're murdered or not, but
Or
it's just
could have been. Could have been.
the fact that anybody's filming everything at all. It's just like, dude, if anybody's going to catch anything on camera, it's the CCTV that this fucking town has. Like, this is Miami or wherever the fuck they're at.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are you going to have it for your own personal? Hey, dude, this is the time when that guy got shot. Don't you remember that? Like, did your memory not work? Do you not have brains anymore? You can't store anything. You don't even have to remember phone numbers.
Also, just this concept of like,
They don't even remember phone numbers anymore.
yeah, it's like younger generation doesn't experience anything. Like they're filming everything. And so they're just like nonstop video. It's like you don't even know what the fuck you're experiencing because it's all content.
Yeah, but that's why that blonde girl had no idea the right reaction she should have. She's like, "Oh my god, I just got smushed," and like that guy is running past you with a gun and
by the way, she's going, clip that. Somebody clip that, and it's like you're about.
I want to watch that later. Yeah, somebody was gonna clip you. You fucking dumb
you're
bitch.
about to get fucking clipped, you stupid cunt. Unreal.
How did they get shot? How did they end up dead?
Yeah. There's gonna be all kinds of just dumb shit.
Young influencer Veronica Dumbfuck was
she's like, yeah, I don't know, it happens, explosion went off, somebody must have planted an IUD under one of the trucks.
It's like so sad. It's like so sad.
It like
because like I was like with her and we were in the van on the way to Coachella and like we rode there for like hours and then so we became like best friends. So we've been hanging out a lot. So we hung out this time, and when we were hanging out this time, it was like, oh my god, should I wear that? And she was like, I don't know, should I wear that? And then so we wear that, and then she ended up getting shot. Isn't that crazy?
Fucking R.I.P. batch.
It's like nuts.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
I could start over.
Oh my god. You know, speaking of people getting shot, we had a fun week in Los Angeles this week. This is a week where you and I were probably super psyched that we live in the valley.
Yeah, dude, did you see that guy got shot by a rubber bullet in his nutsack?
I didn't see the shooting of that, no.
There's a nerd third generation Mexican communist nerd. He got shot in the nutsack. And he's like eating a sandwich. He's like, I got surgery tomorrow from losing a ball. Like,
I saw that video of him in the hospital being like, I lost a ball, but I didn't see.
He's eating a fuck around and find out sandwich. I know that.
Please let that be a real sandwich. If you own a sandwich place and you don't have a fuck around and find out sandwich, get on it.
First of all, what's the number one seller?
What do you mean? For sandwiches?
Yeah, what would be the number one sandwich that I sell?
That you would sell?
Yeah, at the sandwich place.
What's the name of it, or what is it made of? I don't know where this is going.
I would serve the knuckle sandwich.
Oh, okay.
And it would be my number one sandwich.
Thing.
All right. Maybe I won't give you the first dibs on knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, I'll just have whatever the Uncrustable version is. Thank you very much.
Ew.
I really want peanut butter and jelly. I've been like craving it. The peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, the peanut butter and jelly M&Ms. They are good, but they don't satisfy the real peanut butter and jelly craving.
They are good, but they don't satisfy the craving.
No, they don't. They do not do this.
I want pizza.
You want pizza
more than I would want a peanut butter and jelly.
Well, I haven't had one in a long time. I saw, what I'll do is I'll get a case of Uncrustables and I'll just eat those until they fucking kill me. Which is
just make them. You can just make a peanut butter and jelly the size you want.
Yeah, but I would have to get all the stuff and mush it together, and the Uncrustables just already ready to go.
No, they're not. They're frozen.
Ratio. No, yeah, but you just by the time they get here from delivery, they're thawed.
You would deliver peanut butter and jelly.
I'll have everything delivered. I'll get you delivered. I'll deliver everything to this fucking place. I'll get toilet paper delivered. I'll get everything delivered.
And is it the people at the stores? Is it the stores?
We've had this conversation last week.
I don't remember. I don't store it as real information because it
all of
baffles
it.
me.
I don't like any of it. I don't like, you're always trying to have meat cutes.
I don't know what that is. That sounds like a gay thing.
Well, it is a gay thing. You're always like, what happens if I'm at the store and I just meet my soulmate? And I'm like, not happening.
Dude, I met some hot chicks there.
Yeah, where are they? Are they in the house right now? Yeah, I've met a lot of hot chicks at random places out. That doesn't mean you go to the. I've had a lot of hot waitresses over the years.
I've had some follow through from the grocery stores.
Yeah, how far have you followed through?
There's been a couple that have been.
Have you had an IUD go off yet?
There's a couple of deals. I'm going to tell you right now, a couple of deals were sealed.
You fucked a chick from the grocery store.
Dude, I fucked a chick that I met at a I guess it's a dollar store. It's a discount store.
Hold on a second. That is a whole different level of not achievement. You know how you achieve something in like a PlayStation or Xbox and the little trophy emblem comes up and it goes, you've unlocked.
Congrats, you got a non-achievement.
There is not one of those for fucking a chick that you bumped into at a dollar store, nigga. That is not a prestigious thing. That is something you're not supposed to tell anybody.
Who said it was you dragged it out of me?
Entire audience. I didn't drag it out of you. You offered it up, which is what you do when you fuck a chick from a dollar. So you go, listen, some deals have been sealed. I fucked a chick from the dollar store one time.
I've banged chicks from all kinds of places.
Hold on.
Hotel workers.
Was it Family Dollar?
Flight attendants.
Was it Family Dollar or Dollar General?
No, it was like a discount
99 cent club?
No, it's not a dollar store. It's like one of the discount stores. Like not Ross, but like a TJ or a Ross or a
little revisionist history. You call Ross the dollar store?
No, I said it. I didn't say it was a dollar store.
You did.
Like, I was not.
You said the dollar store.
Well, because at first, because it wasn't a grocery store, but it was like a store that you were out at.
Was it a bodega?
No, but you get like discount shit. You get like an $8 fucking. It's like a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls or a Ross or a.
This story is this is going down a complete rabbit hole. This sounds made up.
Stores are discount stores, are they not? What do you call them? Discount dollar stores. Discount stores.
Dress for less. Yeah.
Have you never been to a TJ Maxx or a?
Yeah, of course I've never been. What am I made of money? What do I shit gold bricks? Of course I've been to discount stores. Don't you remember Methuselah? She lived here for 12 years. She don't pay full price for nothing, man.
This is how much of the delivery thing goes into. I don't want to go nowhere no more.
What do you mean? Just I don't want to go anywhere I don't want to go anymore. I don't understand why this is such a crazy concept for you. Like, I would much rather
you said you would get anything delivered. So I'm saying like
I'll get delivered.
I like going.
Unless I want to go sit in that place and eat in the place, then I'll do that. But first of all, most of the places that we order from or eat from aren't places you really can sit in. Like South Philly Experience, you could sit outside of. Right. Sit outside South Philly Experience, that's fine. But it's fucking the other side of the city.
No, but like groceries, right?
Yeah, there's no point to going and doing that. Dude, I put an order in for like a $40 order because I had like a 15 off 40 the other day. So I put in a order for like $40 worth of shit, random shit, you know, like your ketchup bottle, whatever, just shit you need in the house all the time. I swear to God, this fucking thing was at my doorstep in under 20 minutes. I couldn't have gotten my shoes on, got in the car, and been to the store in the amount of time that the fucking thing was delivered at my doorstep. It's just more efficient and fast.
But what is that getting in the way of? Like you're efficient, you're saving a bunch of time or something to do. But
hold on, I'm
gonna blow
your mind. It's getting in the way of my nothing. Okay, I don't want to do.
But that's my point. You're not doing shit.
Yeah, but then why
when you order that?
Yeah, but that don't mean
you're like, this will be here in no time. I was like, we could just get it. And that way.
Carl. Yeah, you know, I was sitting around doing nothing, and I thought, I guess I could fuck a guy. It sure beats doing nothing.
How do you go from one extreme to the other?
Because it's the same thing. I don't want to grocery shop. I don't want to fuck a guy.
It's not even close to the same thing. Exactly. The grocery store has the groceries. I don't know where you go to fuck a guy, but it ain't the grocery store.
I equally don't want to do either one at all. That's what I'd rather do nothing.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
grocery shop.
I'm trying to find out why you don't want to go to the grocery store. I'm not asking you why you don't want to fuck a guy. I don't want to
deal with the people. I don't want to deal with I don't think we have that in stock. Well, go look. You know, I don't have to do any of that. A Mexican will do it or whatever, Russian, Filipino, or their kids that they send into the store and make them shop and do this stuff. I don't know how it works, and I don't want to.
That's just one less thing to do. As a being.
Yeah, and let's be honest, like, not that this is what I'm doing, but I could be. Right? It'd be better off for me getting on the exercise bike for 30 minutes while some Mexican gets my groceries than it is for me to go lumber around and be like, what fucking aisle is the fucking Nabisco crackers? No, it's not efficient. It's an
you don't like going in there and be like, hey Bob.
No.
How about those Rams?
No, there's nobody. I don't know anybody. I'm not into the Rams. And by the way, there aren't cool people at the grocery store. It's fucking old Mexican ladies who are like, I didn't know.
Everybody's nice.
I'm sure they are. I don't need to know them. I don't need to. They don't need to know me.
There's a community at the grocery store. They see you all the time, and they go, "Hey, we got that thing that you like. Remember you were asking about that thing? It's new. We got it in before it even hits the shelves."
I'm gonna tell you a little story that really bothers me. Okay. And I know you love doing this. I know you love to just dig the knife in, but I'm going to tell you a little story.
What knife? What are we talking about? There was
one day over the last 12 years where I'm not going to name names, but the woman I lived with for 12 years came home and she was like putting a gift bag together, which she would often do. And I would go, who is this for? And she said, I want to make a nice gift bag for the lady at the grocery store across the way because she's always very nice and helpful to me, and I just want to tell her she's doing a great job.
It's really nice.
And
that's nice.
You know, and I said, okay, cool. And then over 12 years, this woman almost never once bought me a birthday card, got me a birthday present, planned something for my birthday.
The grocery store lady?
No, the woman I lived with. The grocery store lady did the same amount as the woman who lived with me for 12 years.
But she was getting gift baskets.
she was getting gift baskets and I was getting whining and bitching and complaining that why aren't we rich yet? So the empty gesture of being nice to grocery people is symbolically related to a complete lack of gratitude for the people who actually show up for you every fucking day and pay the bills and make sure you got the shit you need to go to work and take care of you when you're sick and all the other stuff, right? But God forbid the fucking bitch across the street who did one thing one time doesn't get acknowledgement. Right? Make sure she gets acknowledgement, but the guy that you take for granted every day, who just fucking puts your needs before his every second of every fucking day, fuck him, right? Because he'll be around. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to? I'll tell you where he's not going to go. Not going to go to the fucking grocery store. I can tell you that.
Come with me to the grocery store.
I will.
Nice. It's fun.
I will not.
Like it.
I will not go.
Walk around and look at, hey, what's up, Bob? What's up?
Not
Carol?
going. Not going. Not going. It represents a lifetime.
They slice your meat for you.
That part is okay. I don't mind but I'll go to a deli. I won't go to a full. I want to go to
a deli in there.
Deli. No, I want to go to I'll go to Pinocchio's, where it's 100-year-old Italian man who's like, his name is Giuseppe, and it takes him 45 minutes to slice a half a pound of lunch meat. That's where I'll go.
Let's go to the grocery store.
We are not going to the grocery. I already have what I need. I've got a leftover sandwich and I got a fry. What do I have?
We can even go to the Whole Foods up the street with the.
You want
like a latte bar? They got smoothies.
See, you're trying to hang out at the grocery store. I'm
trying to hang out. I'm trying to.
You just said get a latte. What, they got a sports bar in there where it overlooks the street? I don't need all that. I don't need all that shit.
I get those things and I stroll and I go, oh, this is what I need. This is what I'd like to get.
No,
I get those things and then I'll leave.
The problem with the stroll is that you buy a bunch of unnecessary calories that you don't need. And again, this is where the fat science
comes in. You're all unnecessary calories.
I know, but it's not because
you know what is so funny with you? You're like, see, the whole problem with that is the stroll.
No, I don't have a stroll. Don't have a problem with the stroll.
The stroll is what's keeping you,
But I'd rather walk through a mall than a grocery store. Why would I want to walk through a grocery store? It's going to make me hungry.
I'd rather walk through a grocery store than a mall.
Yeah, but that's the difference. I would rather go through a mall, and it's not going to make me hungry.
I get hungry in malls.
I get hungry in grocery stores.
I get hungry in malls because there's less food.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense.
You can smell stuff, and you're like, and you start imagining stuff like the movie Hook.
Yeah, that Wetzel's Pretzels being across from the AMC theater in Burbank is a problem. It's very hard for me not to Wetzel my pretzel every time.
The defense roast. You know what I'm saying? You smell that, and you go, where is that?
Yeah, but if there was a Wetzel pretzel in the grocery store, I would eat that too.
Nah, you would go, they got this in every aisle.
You don't don't tell me you ever go to Whole Foods without getting the sliced pizza that's just right there and you just put
I don't always get it because sometimes you look at it and you go, they either don't have it, it's like you go there, it's too late, or you're like
out for a while and it's kind of crusty.
Like, are you gonna bring out some new pizza or at least throw this piece in the oven for me?
Yeah, no, ours is so busy that they almost always got something fresh out there, and you're like, all right, I'm just gonna have that while I walk the store.
Trader Joe's is not bad.
I will not do Trader Joe's. We talked about this last week. I know, because they're retarded. And it's retard-proof food. It's fucking slop in a bag for retarded women who don't know how to fucking work a stove.
They look good over there sometimes. I roll up in TJ's and go,
yeah. Ooh. In the dollar store, TJ's? What are we talking about?
It's next to the Walgreens over there.
I know where it is. This is not a show. We're not doing. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I don't think
this is part of the science.
Okay.
I know their bodies.
Fucking Trader Joe pussy is not.
It's good pussy. Trader Joe pussy is good pussy.
No. Yeah, I'm sure the minute you tell a girl from Trader Joe's one of your political beliefs, she's going to cream up.
I don't care about that. I don't need to know her beliefs.
I know you don't. You're just
talking about her pussy.
You're literally just looking for taco shells to wrap around your dick. That's it.
I'm talking about anatomy and
they don't even need to have, you don't give a shit if you don't even care if they're vegetables. Like if a woman, if they could walk around with brain dead, you'd fuck those constantly.
Like Terry Schiavo? Or like...
Yeah, they walked around just like flatline, brain dead.
Not walking.
Just empty shells for your cock. That's all you'd want to fuck.
But they were fine as fuck.
Yeah. They don't speak. They don't.
So funny. It's just like the guy who was fighting Terry Schiavo's husband was fighting her parents or whatever. And it's like
to not pull the plug.
Yeah. And they're like, we said unplug her. He's like, no. He's like, trust me, she told me to fuck her, dude.
No,
trust me, she totally told me to fuck her and stuff.
Pull the plug. She's finally perfect.
She told me to fuck her, guys. I'm telling you. They keep walking in and he's fucking her.
No thanks. Not at all. Fucking Friday the 13th. Just you and your Trader Joe's. Yeah, no thanks.
I don't see what's so bad about what's wrong with Trader Joe's.
We figured this out earlier about where I Whole Foods pussy, yes. But I'll sit around and wait all day for a bitch to walk up in a chef's coat because that's what I'm waiting on, a stoner chef lady.
One of the finest bitches I ever seen in my life was at Gelson's one time.
Yeah? Jewish grocery store?
I believe it is.
Yeah, Gelson's. Over on Valley Village?
No, the one on Franklin.
Oh, wow. That's the super hipster Gelson's. That's gateway to Silver Lake Gelson's.
That's the one by the UCB that's over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Fun. Oh, yeah. I'm sure there's filled with fucking pink pussy hats and Black Lives Matter t-shirts. And
I don't know what kind of hat she had on, but it was definitely pink pussy over there.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Right. Retarded. Why do you care about their views and their opinions and their thoughts and stuff?
Eventually they're going to share them with me, and I can't pretend anymore. See, you can lie and pretend. You can just go,
I can just not listen.
Yeah, that too. I can't. If I hear stupid, I must react to it.
I know. I do the same thing, and that's why they don't stick around, but
I know.
It's fine, but I don't chase them. I replace them.
The walls in this apartment are very thin. Let's not pretend that you and I are not savage animals that scream at women when they're retarded.
We don't scream. We don't scream. Hey, people out there of the youth, of the world, of the internet, we don't scream at them.
No, I would scream at them.
This is a disclaimer. Just want to let you know, the two crackers you're watching at this show right now doing this programming, don't yell at women. We don't do it.
I yell at them constantly. I use my words.
You did used to. I would go, oh wow, are they having a fun, whimsical debate? Or no, it's a fight.
No, if she's yelling, it's a whimsical discussion because she would get loud when she would get excited. So if you heard her yelling, she's probably talking about Kardashians or something.
Yeah. No. When it's you, and then it's yelling, like you again and again and again.
If I'm yelling, it's because you forgot my birthday and you made a gift bag for the bitch at the grocery store. That's when I yell. I don't yell when I'm excited. I yell when a lifetime of disappointment becomes insurmountable.
She was making other gift baskets probably too now.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you know this, but rumor has it she was making a gift basket out of her pussy for the entire NBA. So that's just one of the rumors circling.
It's just a catcher's mitt of a vagina.
Yeah, it's a Whipley's Believe It or Not.
It's a woven basket.
No, it is hermetically
hand woven
based basket.
Hermetically
Hermetically sealed. Yeah.
That's automatic is on the field.
Yeah, let's just say when the missiles started going into Iran, I didn't care about it at all today. So I was like, don't forget about the part in Westwood. Don't forget the Westwood part too.
You think Israel is going to pull us into another war?
Of course, that's the whole goal.
Yeah, Israel, but if we don't go, there's going to be like a terror attack on American soil. And look what Iran did.
And then that would pull us into just like when Pearl Harbor happened, because we didn't want to fight the Nazis, and then Pearl Harbor happened, and then we had to. That's what'll happen. It'll be
the Japanese.
Trump will withhold, and then the Jews will do another 9/11 and pull us into their fucking war again. It's the same goddamn thing.
Now whose side are we on?
I'm just saying. Well, no, I mean, when I say the Jews, I mean Israel, but like,
and the Jews will do another 9/11.
I mean, this is the thing. Like, if you're not paying attention to the fact that like Israel is like your little Italian friend who runs his fucking mouth everywhere because his friends are all bigger than him, and so he's just like, "What are you faggots going to do? What do you put?" And you're like, "Dude, don't make us fight these guys."
Yeah, you better run.
Yeah. He's one of that's Israel. Israel is like fucking Nick Turturro in The Longest Yard. Like,
I knew I shouldn't have had that popcorn.
You guys, I knew I should have Brucey. That's Israel.
Did you see that Trump said that they would back Israel if Iran retaliated? That's basically saying, hey, I know they attacked you. I know they blew shit up. Hey, you're not going to do a fucking thing about it. Otherwise, we're involved. And you're like, how crazy is that?
Yeah, I don't want us to be involved at all.
Yo, Iran, Israel's been threatening that Iran is having nuclear capabilities for fucking 40 years. Iran complies with all the nuclear checks and all that. Israel doesn't. Iran has no nuclear weapons. Israel has anywhere between 30 and 400 nuclear weapons, something in their nuclear arsenal, like 30 to 400. And it's like, they don't comply with any of the nuclear checks. They don't comply with any of the things.
I want to pull this video clip up. What I will say is I don't want Americans fighting in any wars for Israel or anybody else. But I do think, why is this not
filmed on cell phone?
God damn it.
Oh my God.
This fucking thing is just crashing all over the place. It's the problem with producing a show from an old computer. I want to pull this clip up. I don't want us to go to war to defend ourselves again. I don't want us to go to war. Oh, what the fuck? I don't want us to go to war for no Jews or for any other country, but I do want us to have a draft. All this struggle for a bit. I want us to have a draft because this young generation of faggots like would try to just not go to war. They would just be like, go ahead and try to draft me. I'm just not going to go. And then what we would get is like 100,000 of these videos of people being dragged into conscription against their will.
This is the face of an airline passenger revolt.
I hope he becomes a poster child for all of us. Someone's got to.
The violent removal of 69-year-old Dr. David Dow from a United Airlines flight by Chicago Aviation Police left him with a concussion, 2 missing front teeth, sinus injuries, and a broken nose that now requires reconstructive surgery. His lawyer and daughter held a news conference to say Dow will now sue United in terms that sound like a passenger's crusade.
What happened to my dad should have never happened.
Her name is not Crystal Pepper. Her name is not Crystal Pepper.
To any human being, regardless of the circumstance.
We
hope that in the future, nothing like this happens again.
The incident has become a social media meme, with passengers posting pictures of themselves donning helmets in silent protest.
The incident has been a disaster for an airline whose motto is...
I love this is Al Jazeera, but yes, basically, I was trying to find the video of just him on the airplane, but he just started screaming hellaciously. And that's what it would be if we drafted all these young homosexual men into a war. So
young straight dudes ain't doing it either.
No, I'm just, well, first of all, I don't know how many young straight dudes there are. They're all somewhere on the spectrum.
They're all gay. And they started doing it with the water and turning it with the frogs. I told you they started with the frogs.
Yeah.
Makes my blood boil. Nobody listens.
Pretty terrible.
Fuck.
Do we want to talk about LA riots or do we want to get out of here?
Well, I do want to get out of here because of the LA riots.
Unfortunately for us, we live far enough away from them, but
dude, we had a fire the other day.
I know.
I didn't get a single notification.
Yeah, it's because
we got a notification about I got a phone notification from Apple or whatever from T-Mobile or something about the curfew in downtown.
Yeah, which doesn't affect us at all.
Yeah, I was when I was down there, it did, but at the same time, how come I didn't get that at all? And I live here. The fire was like 2 miles away.
Yeah, it's just on the other side of the highway from us.
It's like they didn't even be like, hey, by the way, if that thing jumps the highway, you're gonna have to evacuate.
Yeah,
Nothing.
and it was like a 10-acre fire. It wasn't nothing. Like 10 acres is a significant fire
on a windy day.
Yeah. So
nothing, not a single notification.
Yeah,
I got in a natural disaster. This city would fucking
because
crumble.
I did not delete the Watch Duty app, so I still have it, and I still get notices of the fires all over the city that happen every day.
Every day fire.
Every day fires.
Do you think it's from Hobo?
Oh yeah, of course. There's a ton. They will call them encampment fires in the app. They tell you encampment
Hobo
fire.
Yes,
yeah, hobo fires. Yeah, Citizen app. If you have Watch Duty and you have Citizen, you'll never sleep because this city is nonstop. I mean, you're sleeping right now on the show, but
is Citizen like the
police scanner
Batman? But it's the Batman fucking Morgan Freeman thing with all the different.
Yes, pretty
you can see it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Somebody just got shot. I'm gonna keep recording.
Yeah, I remember watching that in the theater when he was like, it gives us the technology to track people all over the city. And I'm like,
a part of this.
Yeah, and it's just like, no, look, there's all the niggers. That's it's like, just go get them. We'll stop the crimes. It's fine. We fixed it.
Where is he?
Oh no, they're everywhere. There's so many of them. Why won't they stop?
It would just be hilarious if the scene goes the other way and Debo just takes the fucking detonator and just blows the ship up. All those people.
Yeah, it'd be great.
It's just like they're not like you, and then the ship just blows up. It's just like, you're right. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But I knew they would.
So, obviously we're kidding. People of color are completely great citizens. Never once in the history of Los Angeles or even in the last week have a bunch of black and brown people gotten together for the purposes of nothing other than trying to cause mayhem and destruction and loot and rob and steal and break shit.
Never.
That doesn't ever happen for the last 7 days in our city.
Do you have the anti-lawlessness video, instructional video?
No, I have Alex Padilla, Senator Alex Padilla, trying to charge Kristi Noem. And by the way, like, I think this is so funny. People think like, oh my God, can you believe they did this to a senator? They don't know who this guy is. This guy looks like a fucking Mexican kid's dad.
And while he's being detained, he's like, I am a senator. And
yeah, that's
like,
why are you charging? Like,
why didn't you do that ahead of time? Why didn't you go, hey, Senator Padilla here, I just have a question. How could you, like, why didn't he do that?
Yeah, why are you doing this?
I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your heads off.
Hands off. Get your hands off my penis!
I have questions for the secretary.
Yeah, why are you charging
the fact
this
of the
guy?
matter is a half a dozen.
Also, you didn't wrestle a day in high school. This guy's underneath you. He's got double underhooks on.
Yeah, but
you.
look, the guy in the white, he just pushed him away from him.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing?
They all got phones. It's all theater, dude.
That you're rotating on your hands off.
Hands off. Also, you can't remember your lines while you're getting pushed around. It's just.
I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the matter is, a half a dozen.
I gotta be honest. This is the gayest shit I've ever seen. I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the matter is,
half a dozen.
Yeah, fucking. Can we please start a trend where somebody in the room just yells out "faggot"? Like, why can't that be a thing where somebody does something stupid like that and you just yell "faggot"? Please clip this, make this go viral. I want anytime a politician is in there trying to theatrically grandstand like we've been seeing for the last 7 days, somebody yell "faggot," please.
Please. That's what Gavin Newsom needs. Gavin Newsom needs somebody to call him a faggot publicly, like live.
Yeah. Did you watch his whole 8-minute thing where he was talking about? He talked about 2 minutes, like, hey, don't like loot and riot and don't like tear down the streets or whatever. And then it was like 6 of the 8 minutes was him talking about him stopping Trump.
So unbearable, dude.
It's like stopping Trump from doing what? He's doing your job for you because you're trying to campaign to be president and you're not running your city.
Look, this is not the way to go about it. Sure, there's tens of millions of illegal criminals here, but like people will give you all types of hypotheticals when it comes to these immigration stories. They're like, all right, let's say this guy was here with his family for 20 years. And 20 years ago, he came here illegally, but he pays his taxes. He does everything by the book. I go, no, he doesn't. He's like, what do you mean? I go, well, he would have tried to apply to be a citizen within the and you know what they say? They'll go, they're not going to give him citizenship. I go, why? They go, because they don't do it like, it doesn't work like that. They're just, so they tell these people, it's all this like myth shit. The same reason that in this town they tell young actors don't join the union yet, but it's really just so they keep getting 20% out of them instead of 10.
Yeah.
It's the same deal. There's like, don't fucking apply to be a citizen yet. I know it seems dangerous, but like then they could just know where you're at and just send you back. You can get deported if you apply. And you're like, what? You're like, you're already here.
Right. You're
like,
already doing the thing that's going to get you deported. That's what you're
like. You're already here, so like you have the chance of like applying to be like, all right, well, I guess you have to like catch me to deport me type shit, or they'd be like, yeah, just fill out this form and this form, take these classes, pay this money, take this test, and end up being a citizen within 3 years.
Yeah,
and they go, well, they don't do that. And you go, no. It's like part of the process. The problem is you have to eject 10 million of them in order to start cracking down and doing that.
Right. And they go, oh, it's inhumane. They're taking away our essential workers. And it's like, why are our essential workers non-citizens?
Yeah.
Answer me that.
Anything, if they're doing labor, there's number one, who should be doing picking fruits and things? Robots. Who should be cleaning all the cleaning they do and doing like laundry services for a hotel? A robot.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. You can have
the robot jobs.
And it's all the ones that the left loves tech companies, and they love big tech. They love making fun of those stupid fucking redneck middle America fucking dumb conservative fucking Jesus loving stupid fucking fang assholes. They love making fun of them, acting like they're twiddly-dee dumb podunk fucks, and that all their jobs are better because they're in the tech sector or all that, and they have to do with technology and business and numbers.
Yeah, most of them are white collar middle managers.
Yeah,
like
most of their jobs are not going to exist.
Yeah, and they don't actually do anything. Like, so many of these people with this mindset of like everybody should be here for nothing.
They're administrators.
Yeah, it's because you haven't earned anything. Like, I'd be willing to bet if you threw a net around all the people that were protesting, of the legal citizens, right, that were there, like the white people or whatever, liberal whites, I bet not a single one of them pays all their own bills. I bet not a single. First of all, they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't be there on a fucking work day protesting in the middle of the afternoon. Right. But that warped worldview comes from the fact that you yourself are living off of some sort of assistance or entitlements, right? So like you live at home with your parents, or you live with somebody and you don't pay rent. It's like, it's a luxury of not having to self-provide is that way of thinking. And so
it's totally backwards too.
Yeah. And it's like, that's not what they want. That's not their life at all either. So what are you saying? Like, that they should also be given rich white parents that let them live at home until they're fucking 40?
Each one of these Mexicanos, I think you can call them that, should come with a mom and dad
who just takes care of everything for them.
I love my daddy, and he's right. You know, stop fucking the Mexicans, baby.
Unbelievable.
He's got like his fucking owns a whole farm and shit.
A farm of Mexicans?
Yeah, dude. There's a chick like that on that. I couldn't imagine how the chick on what's that show? It's another Taylor Sheridan show. It's a Landman with Billy Bob Thornton. His daughter on there is like some hot blonde chick, and she's supposed to be 17, whatever. But she like straight to her face. It's like, yeah, I have a rule with him. She's like, dare I want to ask what the rule is? It's like, he can't come in me, but he can come anywhere on me. She's like, this is his daughter, like saying this to his face about her boyfriends and shit, and like. She grew up around like oil men and shit, and you're just like, dude, she's fucking. It made me think of, you know, it'd be a similar situation.
Yeah, this is your dream scenario.
Not my daughter. No, that'd be terrible.
Yeah. Well, if that was your daughter, it would be your fault. Remember, it's all up to you.
It is his fault. I watched that and I go, dude, what a pussy ass dad. He's
fucking Billy Bob Thornton letting this girl get cummed at.
Is it at or on? Getting cummed at is not your fault. Getting cummed on, you're definitely
you're laying out for it. You're laying out.
Cummed at is like something a homeless guy would do on a bus.
Yeah, you could get cummed at and you could escape it. You know, like you could shimmy away. You get away from getting cummed at. You get cummed on.
Not if you didn't know it though. If somebody was standing next to you, like silently jerking, and they came on, came on you, like that would be
getting cummed on, not cummed at. It's once it's on you.
They came at you.
Yeah, but then they also they came on you. The act of it, once it lands, it's on you.
It's on.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this has been a fun little Friday the 13th show. What do we got coming up? We should do plugs here at the end of the show. We got shows coming up. Go to knobhillproductions.com. You can get tickets for upcoming dates. July 11th will be in Austin, Texas. And then I think after that, what do we got? Detroit. Gavin's solo Pittsburgh show, July 18th. Detroit is in October. That might move again, though, because we're trying to get a Saturday instead of a Sunday.
Saturday.
Boston, New York, and Vegas might all be in September. So trying to get those all worked out right now. But yeah, that's where we're at with it.
Wow. Boston, New York, Vegas. All those would be in football season.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. So come check that out. Otherwise, go to biguglyshop.com. Check out some of our merch. You can also get tickets to the shows over at biguglyshop.com. And then support us over on the Patreon. Which we've been promoting the entire show. Links at the bottom. You can go to patreon.com/the Big Uglies Podcast.
Big Uglies Podcast.
And you get everything you need to know right over there. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching the show, and go watch The Biggest Problem in the Universe. I don't think there's veto tonight. That's a whole other conversation. But Dick's got a fill-in host probably forever. So
it's Carl.
Yeah, it's Carl. Yeah, not you, Carl. It's other Carl
with the K.
Yeah, Commie Carl from What Are These Podcasts?